And of course, cooking with Manitoba Pork, as easy as 1, 2, 3. And this is number 3 in the recipes that you brought today, and it is going to be what?
We are making antioxidant-rich pork lettuce boats with a watermelon salsa.
Oh my, another one of those Manitoba Pork with benefits recipes.
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
There you go, okay.
So this time we're starting off with a whole pork tenderloin. We're going to leave it whole. If you wanted to cut back on the cooking time, as we said in one of the other segments, you could technically cut it in half and cook 2 pieces. We're going to leave it whole just for something
now, you've taken
a
the
little
silver
different.
skin off again. We mentioned this before. You don't have to.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
You actually should, because silver skin, when it cooks, it's essentially just a bit of a membrane. It just gets a little bit tough.
Right.
So you wanted to have start with a tenderloin that's nicely trimmed.
Easy to do, just practically peels off, right?
So we're going to marinate this one in an Asian type of a marinade. I'll just get you to hold that again. So basically this just consists of some soy sauce, ginger, garlic. You can kind of smell the garlic coming out of there. And also some oyster sauce, a little bit of onion powder, salt and pepper. And we're just going to pour that in.
Oyster sauce, one of my all-time favorites.
A little bit of sesame oil in there too. We'll add our tenderloin. And then if you can just close that up and massage it a little bit, make sure the whole thing is coated. And again, we want to make sure that we marinate in the fridge. I would say probably 30 minutes minimum, up to a day if you want to make it ahead of time.
But you don't have to do it a long time, do you?
No.
Have good marinade.
Nope. And then off in the fridge it goes.
Now, after it's marinated for, again, half hour or a day, then it goes on the grill.
Yep.
Whatever type of grill you have, or you could just put it in a pan, right?
Could do.
This is what it looks like, more or less.
More or less. So what we're going to do is we're going to let it cook for about 25 minutes. And temperature here is key. You don't want to overcook it. Tenderloin is so much leaner than it was years ago.
Would you turn it once?
At least,
Probably.
yeah, turn it once, maybe twice. That you don't want to overcook it. You want that nice hint of pink. And the best way to do that is to check it with a meat thermometer.
Now, I want to ask you about this because things have changed. And they're also different in Canada than the U.S. as far as temperature.
The U.S. Recently came out with some new guidelines for the internal end temperature of pork, and for cuts from the loin, for example, they're actually going down as far as 145. And here in Canada, we're still recommending 160. There's absolutely no difference in the pork. There's no reason why we can't adopt those same recommendations. It's just that things take a little bit longer to kind of get rolling up here. So, but a good temperature is about 155, 150 to 155. That'll give you that nice hint of pink. So we'll just check this one. Just go top down and see what it registers. And this one's not quite done, so we do have one that's all ready, good to go.
Oh, that's going up there. Where do you get those?
Actually, I'm glad you asked that. We have these available at Manitoba Pork, and they promote our national website, which is putporkonyourfork.ca. And if you would like one, you can email info@manitobapork.com.
Or just ask you.
Or just ask me.
Thanks.
Another benefit of having friends.
That's right.
So we're going to just whip up our salsa quickly. We've got some high antioxidant watermelon, lots of vitamins and minerals in there, some avocado, which is great. Avocados contain lots of good fats, good healthy fats. Our cucumber. And we're going to just add that or toss that in some canola and sesame oil. Again, heart-healthy canola oil. And we've also got some rice vinegar and a little bit of light soy sauce.
That'll add to the Asian flavor.
And then we just toss that up. You want to use this right away as soon as you assemble it.
Is there anything I should be doing here?
Well, I'm going to pass you this. And what we're going to do is we're going to assemble these lettuce boats. Essentially what you do is you take a nice piece of romaine lettuce and toss in some of our pork with a hint of pink. Top it with a little bit of salsa. And this makes for a great, refreshing dish, main entree or appetizer.
Very nice. Boy, is that easy or what? Speaking of easy, Al Bowness doesn't have an easy job, but he's out there putting together the perfect pairings. He'll be back with Susan and me right after this.